Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Alright, Gate of Chaos guide, time to reset. So as you can see, I've completed every single stage out there, with the exception of the last boss. So I will reset first, just in case I can't reset it again. They did say that they changed it, but yeah, just to be safe. Okay, so first things first, I want to mention, very important, that this Gate of Chaos, you're going to need a lot of folders, okay? And you're going to need plenty of multi-hit units. So we're going to jump into it by explaining what this unit does. Okay, so the first one, you're going to see this unit a lot. This is the Venomous frog. So you can see he is like a Natus warrior, okay? He has insane amount of damage, and the main target will receive very little damage, but anyone surrounding it will get destroyed instantly. Okay, so you can only put one target to tank this guy. Alright, he has a stats weakening and ignore taunt. And of course, this is a very unique skill, permanent connection. So this is immune to debuff, and also every time this guy moves, he doesn't take a turn. He passes it on to the next unit, which is this guy. Alright, so this is the guy that you want to be hitting. Every time you see Venomous Mushroom, you want to be aiming him all the way, because he has an aura where he shares damage with the allies. So every time you hit him, alright, the allies max HP times 16% additional damage will hit all of them. So the idea here is to take out Venomous Mushroom as fast as you can. Alright, so ideally you want to use something like a multi-hit or something. Alright, so the first stage is very easy. We're gonna use some folders. Okay, so keep in mind some folders are more valuable than others. So in this case, you want to use the one that hits front. Okay, and then I will bring a slightly tankier one. I'll bring the bulky pirate right here. What this will do is this guy will hit me, this guy will hit me. So these two guys will target the gorilla. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. So folders, very important. Manage your folders carefully. Alright, GG. Okay, so the next one, as you can see, it's going to be the same deal. Alright, in fact, we're going to use the exact same folders. I will do something like this. Okay, so next we're gonna go here. So this is a bit different, but same concept applies. Okay, so same concept, we're gonna use so try to keep those that have skip attack for later on. Use the one with front attacks first. So this guy is front. So this guy is front. So we're gonna find a defender, slightly tankier, 600 HP. Okay, this guy is fine. And we're gonna use an Allen warrior. Alright, something like that. This should work just fine. Okay, so next let's go to the outskirts first. We're gonna settle everything at the bottom. Alright, so this will do just fine. Okay, that was a mistake. You needed someone tankier right there. Okay, so maybe you shouldn't use a folder in the middle. Maybe you should bring like a 3-star Carlson or something. Yeah, I should have used a slightly tankier mercenary in the middle, or else that will happen, because taking 2 hits from these guys, you know, 2 of the enemies is quite brutal. Okay, so moving on to the next stage, now you start to see this insect bee person. Alright, Catherine skill, but it's a warrior. So just everything is the same concept with this guy, just that the range is different. So surrounding targets will deal insane amount of damage. And this flower bee, if you hit this flower bee, okay, you will get reflected and die. So make sure you avoid hitting him at all. Okay, so now you want to use the folders that have skip. So like this plate goal, so this one has skip. So we're gonna bring this guy in. So this guy has skip as well. Okay, so we're gonna bring this guy in. Let's see. And then you want to have, okay, so you can use reach net as well, it doesn't matter. So I think I'm gonna use reach net. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we got our 3-star Merc Reset Scroll. Okay, so remember, multi-hit units are very important. They are your saving grace for this Gate of Chaos. So save them for later. So let's see, do we need any multi-hit units yet? No, we don't. Alright. Okay, same formation. So this bug, right? This bug will basically get DOT once there are graveyards on the enemy. So just focus on killing the gorilla as always. No need to focus on that guy. Okay, so the next stage, you're gonna see this funky flower guy. Now this is not a deal that you want to mess with because this attack is 20,000. So this is like a glorified Natus. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to settle the stage within one round. So we're gonna bring BDMN and Dr. Morgan, so that will settle everything for us. Alright, so now we're gonna go up. Alright, so let's see, this one is quite easy. Again, put a defender, fodder defender with relatively high HP, so that can take hits from the gorilla. Alright, we go up and cover everything first. Okay, now it gets a bit tricky because there's 3 of these guys, right? So you ideally want like 3 guys to take. So my advice to make things easier is to use Ingrid straight up. Okay, so everybody should have Ingrid. I believe she's a 3-star, so there shouldn't be an excuse for not having her. Okay, so make sure she's the first to go. She will be the one tanking, and she will be the one taking the hits. Alright, so if you have like a 5-star, she should have at least almost 2k HP. That will ensure that she can take hits multiple times. Alright, so now we're gonna fight this mosquito bee guy. So this is a battle that you do want to drag every time you see this Venomous queen bee, because this guy has some healing, but he's like a Benshina, alright? The more graveyard, the more crit damage and crit rate he have. But in most ideal cases, he doesn't do that much damage, okay? So he does receive fixed damage when enemy's graves is created. But yeah, his multiplier is quite crazy, so you don't want to mess with him. Try to deal with him as soon as you can. Okay, so this stage you are going to need Nia. You can't use Dr. Morgan or BDMN or any other unit because they will hit 3 tiles, right? And then this B is in the range. So you're gonna end up dying unless you're willing to use Beliaf or Galania. But in this case you don't have to, okay? So just use Ingrid and Nia. This will take care of this guy once and for all. Okay, now this is a little bit tricky. So the second one we're going to use Nia again, okay? But you need to put someone on top and someone on the bottom, and they cannot be warriors, because whoever that hits this B, they will get countered and they will die. So that will mess things up. So make sure you are using supporters or magicians. Okay, so whoever fodder that you are bringing in, make sure they are either a mage, okay, preferably a mage, or you can use supporter, like one of these guys. Don't worry, you won't need any of them. Okay, so this is probably the safest way, so that they will not hit them within round 1. Nia will get to move twice. Okay, so next up we have this boss stage. I've already done a separate video, I believe, showing my previous strat. So I guess I could show you guys again what I did in that video. Just a quick one. If you want to see the details about the skills and explanation and everything, so make sure you guys go check that video out. I'll link it in the description. But the gist of it is you need to tank the boss. Alright, this boss has 22 million HP, so you want to deal as much damage as you can and sustain as well. Okay, that was a long one. Moving on. So now we're at chapter 1, 1-5. Okay, again, just want to make sure you guys are aware, this has to be a supporter or else this will end up hitting that guy. Other than that, that should be about it. Alright, supporter bottom. Okay, make sure to place a supporter top. It has to be a supporter on top. Okay, this one is a little bit tricky, alright, but it's not that hard. We're gonna use BDMN right here, in the middle. So remember, you need supporter in the middle, or you can use magician as well. You can use magicians as well, yeah. Alright, so again, this one is not too difficult. There's this flower boss. When you see this parasitic flower present, means you have to settle this within round 1. There's no way for you to delay this to 2 rounds. Okay, so we are going to bring back, I think I will bring back Nia. I will bring back Nia and I will bring back Ingrid. So they will 2 help me. Okay, so let's continue the path upwards. Chapter 1. Okay, this one is gonna be a bit different. You wanna use skip right here. So there's not many skip multi-hit, right? If you think about it, we have Foxy, we have Christina, and Catherine, but yeah, Catherine is gonna be difficult to use. So in this case, I would say, alright, so Christina and 3 fodders, position like that. Okay, so now at chapter 1, 1-10, notice there's this flower. So this flower is going to be annoying. So what this flower does is it's going to change the allies attack to front, okay, like Cerubia. And he does give healing as well, a lot of heal. So ideally the strategy is to either kill the flower fast, or you try to deal as many multi-hit to this guy as you can within 1 hit. But the problem is this guy is in skip tile, and the only skip tile that you can use consistently is Foxy, right? Christina will die to this guy because of this guy's reflective counter, unless you are willing to use Beliaf right here. If you have, that's an option. If you don't, there's a couple of ways. I'm going to show you my way of doing this. Okay, so this chapter is a little bit tricky. So, I mean not this chapter, this stage. Chapter 1, 1-10. So there's this flower here, and you ideally want to take care of this flower here first. So this is the strat that I recommend you guys using. So you can use Yuri, you can use anyone, I think Scarlet might work as well, just a front hitter that is going to hit this guy. This guy has about 8000 HP, so take care of the flower in 1 hit. I accidentally killed this guy in front, in advance. You need to basically do this stage in 2 separate tries, alright? First try, focus on killing the flower. Then second try, this guy will still be here, ideally, I accidentally kill him. But yeah, you want to use a couple of skip merc and try and hit this guy. And that is what I did during my live stream, okay? So just bring a couple of skip warriors in the mid. So in this case, I have 3 skip warriors. Beatrice, this peasant maiden, I think, and then this orc warrior or whatever. So keep hitting that gorilla dude. You'll be able to get rid of everyone eventually. Maybe Rich Net put front since she's the tankiest, right? Or else she's gonna die really fast. So just swap Rich Nets and her position. Whatever her name is, peasant maiden, yeah. Something like that. You guys should be able to do it with this strat as well. Okay, so with that being said, I think we are officially done with the chapter 1 for the season 2 of Gate of Chaos. So I will work on chapter 2 and chapter 3 in a separate video. I don't want to make this video too long, trying to keep it as short and minimal as possible. If I release it all in one go, I need to take more time, and then you guys are going to get the guide slightly later. So hopefully I release chapter 1 first, and you guys can start working on chapter 1 if you don't have any of these units, which I hope you have. Alright, most of these are like fodders, no specific 5 stars or anything except for the boss stage. But yeah, you can choose to skip that if you want to. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, would appreciate it. As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.